What up, world? Make sure y'all can hear me. Everything coming through clear. Before we jump this thing off. Peace to all the gods and the goddesses out here. Hope y'all enjoy y'all beautiful awakening. If y'all can hear me out there, make sure y'all hit that. Let me hit that one to make sure we rolling everything clear before I get rolling. Okay, there we go. I got my live up. I think I'm good. Before we get rolling, I just want to play a little jam from your boy Get Ink, the Big Unk. Y'all know it's a war going outside, and we fighting for our spirit and our mind. I ain't played it in a minute. One of my jams. Until everyone come in, you know what I mean? Y'all just bear with me. I'm gonna play a little song, and then we gonna get into it. All right. Fucking more fight for our spirit and our mind. Y'all my spirit in my mind. Support on that side, fight for spirit and our mind. Support on that side, fight for spirit and our mind. Support on that side, fight for spirit and our mind. Support on that side, fight for spirit and our mind. Support on that side, fight for spirit and our mind. Support on that side, fight for spirit and our mind. Support on that side, fight for spirit and our mind. Support on that side, fight for spirit and our mind. Fucked up their line on job, but I now watch the battle on money, the money, put the mind upon money, the man that cast the mind upon line, the skills cast ball upon line, the warlock upon the dead city, twist my blood, my brain, fucking about it, for people to call me, the visit don't say, behind me, and I'm in hell. Asshole, I ain't more than asshole. Motherfucking gangster, I want to smoke. I'm people hey, go. And you got in the party, he said he was not supposed to get else. I guess I did just go. You got to call me vegetables. That's not the young and let me go. If you never will let us go. Support on that side, fight for spirit and mind. Support on that side, fight for spirit and mind. Support on that side, fight for spirit and mind. Support on that side, fight for spirit and mind. Support on that side, fight for spirit and mind. Support on that side, fight for spirit and mind. Support on that side, fight for spirit and mind. Support on that side, fight for spirit and mind. On the side, and frustrated, and mine is a war. It's a war on the side, and we men just like a door. It's a war on the book, just lose it, so rush it slow. Some war on the virgin things, you don't have to ignore. Release a war on that. Release a war on that. Release a war on that. Release a war. Release a war guns now. Release a war guns now. Release a war. Release a war guns now. Release a war guns now. I'm releasing my family. I race, I'm white wits, and that's the man 19. Walk upon all feet, I'm a water, which is great. Great, it's all equals, it's higher, it's what you say. So, outside, you fight for spirit in the light of war. What up, family? What up? What up? Peace to everyone for checking in. Much love for everyone who checking in. All right, so man, damn if I do, I can damn if I don't. I'ma do what I will, I'ma do what I want. It's a curve. Damn if I do, I'll be damn if I don't. Fucking crazy, man. So insane, I'm out of my mind. I could not find my own thoughts. Oh shit. No thanks. Those who couldn't reach each one through all the preacher and the teacher and got slaughtered. It's everyone in the hell race. I beat by the staircase. Taste victory. I let the boy staircase. The boy said him and murder. I just got him another case. Cool case, cold body. Never what a bad face. I'll be damned if I do, I'll be damned if I don't. Stepping off, I am a master of law, just like that arm, so sweet fire out my get lit by the feel like a bomb. Deep, I'm gonna make it go come. Punch drunk, phone sitting on wall. Pop trunk, go home for a pop. I'm not a chump, I'm get eat. I can feel like a bomb. I still in my fucking box. I'm dead if I do, I'll be dead if I do. I still in my fucking box. I'm gonna do what I will, I'm gonna do what I want. It's a curve. I'm gonna do what I will, I'm gonna do what I want. Ow! Here I come, y'all. Here I come. Pardon me, pardon me, pardon me. One more jam before we get to it, and we be up and running. I got to get my wrenches out to my beautiful goddesses. Don't worry, I got you, baby. We caught up in the system, y'all. Yo, who want to help me out? Who gonna help me out? Who gonna help me out? Y'all help me out right now. Y'all listen to this. Help me out. Let me get a thumbs up if y'all can hear the music, everything coming through clear. All right. We gonna crank up in a minute. God is supreme. I got your rents coming. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Check me out. Rob with the vibration. Huey, get ink the big up. Listen. This is how frequency vibrating. Space age meditation and channel thoughts of the ancient. We travel like the day come through the night. The shiny arms grip on my palms. I'm so explosive, culture shots, so much devoted to see the light, but the most can't even focus on the vision of their owners. They possess their perception, perspective perception, deceitful deception, conflicted conviction, convicts, and the whole damn country was the contradict. And the whole entire world is on his conscious tip. I tell him everything is all that my conscience is. Stand at the gun with you and on the leg, looking in the mirror, see if you can push the edge. Pistol in my mouth, but I don't want to push the pen. Contemplating suicide, do I want to live again? Life like that, it's life like that. Like anything on the inside, everything looking up now. Video more than waters, channel energy, life, drive down. Life is but a distant memory. Reflected, I feel the energy. Cause I remember when it was the beat. Before the letter E, the double I was the one and the third. You see, boy, I even saw the words. We even had the birds. I was flying and I flew beyond the birds. And I been dropping shit way before the turn. And I threw it on the streets, on the sky. Yeah, this is also become served. Why do as I will every day? It needs some herbs. That's my birth. I emerge out my whole earth and walk upon the turf going bird. And everything heard gave birth to soul. Just so I'm good as it goes. So Christ is going like it nowadays. Throw in the towel and accept defeat. Life like that. It's life like that. The inhale and exhale of the breath. Everything bleeding of the night. You keep going. Pass the light through your mortar waters. Channel that energy. Light. Oh shit, I hear they still trying to take me out. I told the people that they need to find another route. Cause my mind got a mind of this fucking home. And my thoughts must have been somewhere cold. So when we make it turn down somewhere zone. Sitting on cloud nine, that's like a deadly drone. Telepathic drop cells through the phone. The good street lingo sound like Morse code. This day and age, the lies is getting old. The truth will be revealed unto all of those. The light's so bright, I cannot see the glow. Cause I'm the soul controller and I shine like gold. And the words so vivid, they don't need the bold. So I encrypted the crypto something old and new. As I travel through the dark, the light will shine through. And I'm allergic to bullshit, it smells like you. So I pass on the past discernment from the pew. As the truth get revealed to a chosen few. The dark and the light is our own hue. Ain't no black and no white, and that's a message from who? Huey. God, I might say. What it do, family? What it do? What it do? What it do? How's everyone doing on this beautiful awakening? I hope that you're enjoying yourself and loving life, and life is treating you as beautiful as you know that you are within yourself. Love your beautiful self and everything that you are a reflection of. Beautiful as you know that you are within yourself. Yes. Give a thumb up to yourself. If y'all like that jam, let me know y'all like that jam. Those couple jams that I played. If y'all like it, y'all want to ride to it, feel free to go to my SoundCloud. Feel free to go to my SoundCloud and support the music. Support great content and some dope music that you can ride to. You know? Did you get your wrench, God is Supreme? Yeah, I think you got your wrench, sis. Make sure you got your wrench. Yeah, I think you got your wrench. Type something in the chat, God is Supreme. Let me know you got your wrench. Hit that like, subscribe button. Make sure that y'all share. Can y'all hear me? Everything coming through clear? Make sure y'all can hear me before I get to rolling. Rumpelstiltskin in the black back. Hold on, let me add him to the chat. What up, brother? How you doing, Rumpelstiltskin? Peace to the God.
Hi.
What's up, brother?
I have to put a crazy shirt on now.
You got to put a crazy shirt on? Don't come on naked.
Yeah, I see yours. I have to put,
you like the shirt?
a crazy jacket.
Oh, you see the shirt? It say black and white, but it say black male white. Like if you look at it the right way, it say black male, but if you really look at it, it say black white. You know, like we won. Like, but what's black and white? The letters on my shirt is black. What's behind it is like black and white. Like once again, I ain't black. You know, we don't deal with that.
Zebra black with white stripes.
Right. Zebra black with white stripes. Or is it white with black stripes, you know? Bro, that's crazy, Raul. That's crazy that you said something about the Kanye West. Because I started to come on and just do something about the Kanye West video, the interview with him and Big Boy. If you haven't seen it, look at it. It's a very deep interview. And I think Kanye is a very deep brother, man. He's very intelligent. And you got to be able to listen to the frame of mind of where he's coming from. You feel what I'm saying? But still in all, we know that he's up to something and he's being pushed out there by the massive still. It's still a big publicity stunt at the end of it all. But the music, I ain't going to say nothing about the music. I'm definitely not digging that shit, you know. I mean, like, to each his own. Like he said, we can agree to disagree. He think that Jesus is king, you know, kings rule. I don't want to be up under nobody's rulership. This been what been fucking us up as a people so long, being up under somebody else's rulership. So I don't want to be up under no fucking body rulership. You know, me personally, I want to be free, real free. You know, so to each his own. Shout out to the brother Kanye West. I believe that he's actually going through something. Well, we all can see it. We all there. We witnessing it and going through the growth and the change within himself as well. So it's just like me. He ascending right in front of y'all face. It's just he got a bigger broadcast to throw his net out to catch more fish. Because if you knew when you go fishing that you just gonna throw a line out there to catch one fish at a time, or two, three fish at a time, why not just throw the net out that motherfucker and get everything that's under there biting? And right now, that's what I think they threw Kanye West out there. They threw him out there as a big web net, like he's a net to go snatch up all the fish that is at the top of the lake or at the pond at the top, who done left their house and they searching for who they are. So they out looking. This is why they go to biting on at things to get pulled up out the water. You know? You taking the bait. They casting their line out there and you taking the bait by giving it energy. You feel me? So they threw him out there knowing that he a fucking big net that he's gonna draw and attract energy. So they threw him out in the big water where everybody is out there searching for themselves and put Jesus back in the forefront and the branding back in the forefront. And then they take it away from, try to take it away from the so-called branding, but put it back into his brand. You feel what I'm saying? And you got to watch the double message that he's sending, because you got to listen to the wordage. You feel me? How he worded it would make it go in and out. You feel me? It's like you would say something good and then retract it in the same sentence type shit. It's like, have y'all all seen the interview? Do y'all want to watch the interview? Do y'all even give a fuck about it? If y'all give a fuck about it in the chat and y'all want to break it down and just see where his mind frame is at, because I think it's very deep to see what because he's awoke. You feel me? And it's like he's trying to stunt the awakening of people just by backsliding, by pushing them back in the back, sort of kind of say. By taking you back into the religion. What up, Raul?
What up, my G?
Peace to the God, bro. Peace to the God.
Yo, peace to everybody. What's going on?
What you think about the Kanye album? Since you brung it up, I was thinking about that. That's crazy. You said that. Great minds think alike.
To be honest with you, like I'm literally saying the same thing that you're saying. I don't know about the album, but I think that's like a gateway, like for him to like come into the people the way he coming right now. Because I don't think they put him out there. I think like he found like he put himself out there. Because I feel like everybody is kind of blackmail him. They're trying to slander him, like as far as the media, and he literally finding his own way, like to get to the people.
But he literally been on this wave. He came out with Jesus Walks, and like the very first thing that Big Boy do in the interview is he show when he interviewed him 10 years ago, and he literally said that he was gonna be where he at right now 10 years from now.
Right, that's a fact. But I think what I mean to say, I think that before, I think he didn't know. Like I think he was being guided by the media and everybody else, and I think he literally found himself, like literally. That's how I
say that too. He said that in the interview. He said in the interview how he came in with that intention, but then he knew that he had to manipulate his way in and out. Though he had to sort of play the game. You feel me? But then he had got in so deep that like the devil had took control of him. That's what he was saying. He was just like, it took control of me. And once I realized it and stepped back and looked at myself, I was like, no, I don't like to be like this. Like, this is not who I am. Like, no, I'm not this person. Like, you know what I mean? I got to get back to my mission. You feel me? I fulfilled my worldly mission as far as building itself. Because he said that he had to go through something to build up his net. This is the words that he used. He had to build himself up to build up his net. So when he cast a broader net, he had a bigger broadcasting. I'm like, damn, that is deep for him to even be in that frame of thought, and for them to have them in that thought about the web, about nets, and about casting out this web, basically a spell.
So let me ask you a question, right? Do you think right now he's independent, or he's still like associated with the media, basically?
Yes, he's still associated with him because he wouldn't be getting the backing. It's like they're promoting it. It's like they want to promote the rhetoric. They want to promote the awakening, but they want to awaken you like, okay, well, Kanye would have found himself, and he found himself through Christ. So it's like, if he can do it, who else can't do it through Christ? This is like a weapon for them.
Do you feel like basically what I get from him coming like with that Christ shit? I feel like that's a way of like getting rid of the media off his back, cause that's what they got. If you really look at it, that's what they really like slaving the people with. If with that Christ shit, and I feel like he found his way to use that shit so them niggas could stay off his back. And
exactly. It's a way for them to stay off his back, but for a way for him to get another act. It's another way for him to act.
Like, okay, now I'm I was labeled with a fucking I was diagnosed with a sickness, a mental illness,
Right.
and it came from not knowing who I was.
Mm-hmm.
So when I find out who I was, and I go back to Christ, to Jesus, the great Savior,
Mm-hmm.
it's like he the shining boy now. He is the boy. He the boy that they want, because no matter what they want to say, that's still the message that they trying to get. They just blend it in.
All right. Me personally, I don't look at what he's saying. I'm looking at what he's trying to do. What he's trying to do. That's what I'm looking at. Because I feel like the talk that he's talking is to keep them off his back. That's only my opinion. Do you know that he bought like 300 acres of land?
Yeah.
Right. I feel like he literally trying to take this shit like on a level that these niggas is not taking it to, and he by himself on that lane, and he trying to get.
He is on that lane, like he trying to take it to like sort of where we going, right?
Right.
Because this is what it is, right? They know that we out here. They know that it's that talk. So they like, look, man, we're gonna allow you to do certain things, and you can still talk that talk. But you gotta implement this Savior. But he even said it like, okay, let's agree to disagree. If you don't agree that Jesus is the way, it ain't for you, he for me.
But if we look at it from our understanding of Jesus, then we get the message. You get it? Because we don't believe like Jesus in the way like they presented to us. We believe that nigga in our own way. We literally believe that nigga they're talking about.
Right.
So if he sees it in that way, and I mean in that point of view, he literally trying to tell us that, yo, hey, we are Jesus. Yo, instead of doing it for the culture, like he's saying that who own everything in the culture is the media. Let's do it for Christ, which is ourselves. That's what I'm getting.
Yeah, but he don't. That's my point. He know that. Like he was saying that to a point, but then they made him do the medicine and do all this other shit. So he had to dumb it down and like, because at first he was saying, nigga, I'm God. Nigga, like, did you ask me? Nigga, you asked me who I was. Nigga, I told you who I was. Nigga, like, nigga, he was saying that. Now he like, he's saying it, but he like, nah, he like, y'all gonna have to read through what I'm saying. Like, you reading through what he's saying. I'm reading through what he's saying. But the masses is looking like he done found Jesus. So they put him back in the forefront to start putting that man back out there so they can put them back in that forefront. This is what they did. They had to let him know that if you don't do that, we gonna take you out because we got more access to you. So that's what he trying to do. He like basically like trying to manipulate us to like, man, y'all gotta wake up. He trying to show us like we on the right path, the niggas who on the right path. But it ain't about Jesus. That's the big trick. He's switching it up and saying that Jesus is the way. You feel me?
That's what I'm saying. I feel like if he had to come, I feel like because of
that's how he had to come.
I feel like because of who he is, if he had to come to the masses and put it like blunt, like me and you would put it to the people, I feel like his message wouldn't go through.
Because they would seem like it would seem like he's a narcissist. It would seem like he was him before. It would seem like to him, it would seem like that was the position that put him in the place where he had his worst year in his life, where he was so scrutinized, where everybody looked at him for speaking his own mind. You feel me? For being who he seen himself as. You feel me? Because he had seen himself as a God. Now he realized, like, okay, I can't do that because these motherfuckers gonna look at me like I'm crazy. So now, and only now, if I'm in America, I can't even talk about Allah. Right. I gotta talk about Christianity because this is the way that they're gonna let me get by. I'm in a place where I can talk about this freely, openly. And no matter if people agree with me or disagree with me, I'm going to say this is the way I found my way. And I'm going to show them the way because the scriptures ain't going to lie. They're going to be able to follow the path of the scripture. This is how he look at it. I can equate, like literally, I can be him. Like literally right now in my head, I can equate to his whole fucking makeup of who he is
Right.
as a person.
Right. That's
You
literally
know,
how.
because I'm an artist, I'm a producer. I see how he see light. I know how he see the color spectrum.
Right.
He see the vision. He got the vision. You
Right.
feel me? But they, just like you said, he doing it because if not, just like you said, his message ain't gonna get through because it's gonna sound like too extreme.
Right.
And then it's gonna look more of what he not trying to look, even though what he looking like now is what they saying it is.
Exactly.
What? An occult.
Exactly.
A cultist. They saying that he cultist. That shit look cultist. He like, man, I can't even lie. That shit did look cultist when I first came to him with like all white. You feel me? Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? But no, it was just something that I seen for us to be together in a unisex like that. You feel me? It's just like,
That's crazy. That's real talk, bro. Like you definitely broke it down.
damn, I wanted to watch that video. That's crazy. I was gonna watch that video because the way that he break it down, you like, damn, you gotta sit here and listen to this nigga. You like, damn, this nigga is really awoke, but he is being pressured
By them
to
niggas,
come.
them niggas that's up there, bro. Like they on his neck, cause they realize it's just him. Like they realize it's just him, nigga. We on your ass until you got a couple niggas with you. We could back off.
Yep.
And that could be like his way of like of doing.
I'm
his
talking
thing.
about Kanye. Fat Vegan. Talking about Kanye.
That could be his way of like getting to us for like from the beginning, but at the same time, looking like from what we know, like we could, if we look at it from that perspective, like we can't be wrong until proven wrong.
Right. You're fucking right, bro. Because at the end of it all, when you in that position and you up as high as he is, what would you do?
That's a fact.
How would you be able to? How would you handle it? How could you handle it when you seeing motherfucking that you a target, a niggas getting targeted, a niggas getting taken out for just doing one false move, for making one wrong move, like.
Yep. This man literally repeated. Look how many times they're trying to say, yo, his career was over. Look how many. It's like they're trying to. He literally saying that, yo, they're trying to, like, basically say things that before him, so he won't say what he gotta say, so he won't speak his mind.
He been trying to pull it off. He been trying to pull it off for a minute, and ain't nobody looking at what he doing. Even the branding, when he named his brand Yeezus, he was telling you that he was Jesus. He was Jesus.
Word.
But they stopped. They was trying to put a hold to what he was doing, a limit what he was doing, and by us on the outside looking at it in, we see him as the Baphomet nigga, or because what they paint the picture for you to be. You feel what I'm saying? They gonna always paint the picture for you to be like other than what you are if you're not playing the part.
Yeah.
See, everybody got a part to play. This is why this is a big ass role, a big ass script. And we all have a position to play. Like, once you take the contract, now you are taking the contract to be written in. Your script is to be broadcasted. Now you know the game. You know that you always being watched. Because paparazzi is around everyone. This is how they record in everyone's life. It's the weirdest shit ever, man. Like, we all being recorded at all times.
That's 100%.
It's like if you knew you've been being watched all this time, it's like how watched are you? You feel me? Like how many views are you getting? You feel me? Because certain TV shows not getting just as big as broadcast as other TV shows. That don't mean the show wasn't going on. That's why we gotta. It's all about showing and proving. How can you show and prove if it's not being seen? How can how can you show and prove someone if you not if you're not showing it, if they're not viewing it? That's why visuals is everything, and that's why a lot of people use pictures and shit like that. Like Bro Sanchez say, a picture, what do you say? Words is worth a million pictures, but a picture is worth a
A
million
picture,
words.
a picture worth 1,000 words, but
Yeah,
a symbol worth a million pictures.
yeah. Because that's the pic. When you get in the picture, right? The
Right,
picture is depiction, and it's all in fragments.
right.
Little bitty ignorant fragments that come together to make a big ass
Picture.
picture. It's just about how big your view is. It's like as you watching a video from close range up. You feel what I'm saying? Or are you watching it from like far away, back, up, or down? Like you know what I'm saying? What are you looking at? How are you seeing the vision? How your vision? How are you seeing this?
Because is a lot of angles to it. Which angle are you looking at?
That's why niggas be tripping about this right here.
Right.
About this.
The square
They
on
be
the
like, bro,
temple.
why you got the Masonic reflex up, bro? You a Mason, bro. Nah, bro, we all be building, bro. It's about the angles that you looking at those shit though, bro. Y'all not looking at it the right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it, bro. It's like niggas not um going out their own way to find out what the little what the meaning of the thing. They rather like somebody tell them, and whatever somebody tell them, that's what they're running with. And they will fight you, try to kill you, swear at you. That's what it is, bro. You lying.
They lying. The line is in the truth. You feel me? You can't tell the truth without the lie.
That's a fact.
You can't once you start exposing the truth, the lie come. You gotta tell the lie. All motherfuckers not gonna recognize it. So you got to tell both. You got to be able to tell them what the lie is and show them the truth.
Do
And
you,
it's for them
let,
to determine.
let me ask you something. Like, do you expose one and tell the other, or do you tell both? I think you just expose one and tell the other, cause
When you
one,
expose the other one, you're gonna have to tell it. Because they're gonna be like, what is it then? If you
right,
tell them, bro, look, man, you ain't brown, bro. I mean, you ain't black, bro. You be like, what? Like, bro, I'm brown. You like, look at your skin, bro. Like, you gotta tell them the other one.
right. But
You
what
know
if
what
you
I mean?
show them? What if you show them?
Huh?
What if you show them?
Why did I show them?
I said,
Just
what if you show them instead of telling them?
yeah, even when you show them, the same thing is telling.
Right.
This is why television was made the way it is, because it's like telling the vision. It's like still the picture is still gonna have to have a word. It's like if you just look at me, you're gonna be able to say a whole lot. You feel me? But when I start talking, you're gonna hear and put a picture with it. It's different. You feel me? If I just say, bro, you ain't black, what's gonna have to come after that? I'm gonna have to tell you, even if I just point at you, even if I say you ain't black, bro, I'm pointing at you. You ain't black. You be like, okay, bro, I'm black. No, bro, look at your skin, bro. You ain't black. Like, okay, bro, my skin is brown though, bro, but like, I'm black, bro. They gonna still say they black.
So is it safe? Like, is it safe to say like you're hearing and seeing and talking, they all related to like the same thing, basically, as like they
Basically,
all tell us, they all of them like telling us something,
yes, they telling you something.
not like something, but they telling us the same thing in their own
They,
way.
t- they telling you the same thing in their own way. Cause just imagine a person that can't a blind man. What do we use? What is his eyes?
Right. Um, that's his ears, his shit, his mouth, like his hand, his feelings, his emotions, like a lot of things that we're not even using.
Everything that you're using becomes his eyes. I ask people this: do your hands have eyes?
If you ask me, they do.
Thank you. Now most people can't equate that. If you ask me, they do too. Do your hands have feet?
They do. Go ahead.
Right. Your hands got a heart. Your hands got a fucking a face.
Right.
Your hands got a nose. Your nose got lips. You know what I mean? It's like
it's like every part is its own, like it's its own body connecting to make one body.
that is so fucking profound. It's like not even each part,
Right.
right?
Mhm.
Each cell,
Right.
every individual cell
That's there.
is a body in itself.
Yeah.
This is why when you're looking outside yourself, you see a whole bunch of reflections of your inner self. You feel me?
That's it.
So each one of your cells got a universe and they own sun and then moon. They own got when each one of them turn, when one of them face the sun, the other one ain't looking at it. It's like when you turn your back to the sun, the cells at your back is looking at the sun.
Mm.
You feel me?
Right.
It's like your dark is watching your light. And then when you turn around, your light is looking your light in your face. But then your dark is in the same place. But they still reflecting off of light.
Right.
Because they the same. You feel me? They both light. You know what I mean? It's like once you realize that everyone is a cell within a cell that's trapped in a cell, we living within self. You get knowledge of self. It's everyone is meant to be the I. Without I, it ain't no you. It ain't no you. It ain't no me. You feel me? That take care of me and us. You feel me?
Right.
And when we all starting to understand that or understand or overstand it, I say that because we got to stand in it, under it, over it, all at the same time.
Right.
That's the trilogy about it. You know, you got to stay in it, out of it, up, under it, and on top of it. You know what I mean? And all around it. And all within it. You got to be in all of it at all times and every minute. Each one of these cells is making you up. But they just doing you, doing them. And they don't realize they even a part of you, but they know. They gotta know it. If they didn't realize it, why would they agree to be a part of you?
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, man, we got to really get to that point of knowing that, because when you do, that puts you in the position of power, and we'll never lose that. You feel what I'm saying? And we get stronger and stronger. The more people that we can get, the more of ourselves that we can awaken up like that. Because other than that, you have to put everything around you in a state of an awakening to make sure that it's awakening. Like these garments, everything about it gotta equate to everything that's in existence. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
For it to become to start an awakening. Like when you start awakening through in yourself, like so, like ain't nothing wrong with like talking to yourself. Like literally, I'm talking to my hands right now. Y'all hear me? I'm talking and the vibration is coming all throughout my body. And I want all my cells that I know that's connected to everybody out here to know that we are awakening. And it's our time, like, and when we can get to that powerful point in our mind, people be like, bro, is this shit doing us any good, like in the world, like with this awakening and shit like this? It is. The more that we can come together and start bickering and stop separating ourselves from everything and everyone and start being whole, this is when you become wholeness. You become one, the zero, the infinite one.
I think talking to ourselves is like, yeah, it's like talking to other people without compromising. Like, like supposedly, like you will ask somebody like a question, like they wouldn't answer you genuinely. They will answer you, but they will still like go around it or tell it to you like in a sloppy way. But like you ask yourself the question and you just like you get the answer right away. I feel like that's how it is, talking to ourselves, because like everybody is a reflection of ourselves in the physical form, but like talking to yourself is like yourself in the spiritual form. I don't know if
Yeah, it is. It's talking to yourself in the spiritual form, but in the physical form as well. Like, because you got to once you start realizing that I'm talking to you, right? But
right,
you are a reflection of me. So I know that these are thoughts that's passing either from you to me or from me to you, and they both clashing out to come out. You know what I mean?
right,
Like by me and you intertwining in conversation, our minds is connecting. Where like if I respect your space enough, every time I give you room to breathe, it's gonna sound what I'm thinking I was saying. You feel what I'm saying? Because we vibing. As long as we ain't clashing, you know what I mean? We
you're right.
building on something, then we are connecting. We are being one. Even if we're clashing, you got to know that your hairs clash together. Your hands clash together sometimes. They clash, but what are they clashing to do? They might clash to clean. When
Hmm.
you cleaning yourself, you clashing with your skin and your other cells. You making those interact with each other. You making everything motion up. You making your emotions connect with your, you feel me? You making your body intertwine with each other. Like, you gotta know that. We trying to make our thoughts intertwine with our actions. So what I'm thinking is out and it's reflecting into my life every day. This is what I had my dude over here early in the other day, and I was in here working on some music, and he's like, "Damn, bro, you produce, you make beats and everything." Like, nigga, damn, bro, you for real, you a man of many trades, and you ain't just in here making beats, you make dope shit, and you in here just rhyming crazy. I'm like, bro, because I created something called Real Talk Rap, right? Where my everyday is part of my rap. You feel me? Like how I live is just I talk how I live.
I ain't going front of that song earlier. That shit was dope. Like the beat and the lyrics, that shit was dope.
Appreciate it, appreciate it.
Yeah.
See, like I try to live that, man. I said this is high frequency vibration. You know what I'm saying? I said this is high frequency vibrating, space age meditation.
Hmm.
Gentle thoughts of the ancient. We travel light like the day come through the night in shiny armor. Shiny arms gripped by my palms. I'm so explosive. I said culture shot. What was the vultures? Some seek to see the light, but the most can't even focus on the vision of their own because they possess they possession. Hey, look, man, just that thought alone. Like most people can't even seek what they doing because they possess their own possession and don't know that they even possess. And they stuck trying to get all these other possessions. You feel me? And don't know what about being possessed or having possession is all about. It was the
That's
whole
deep.
trick.
That's deep because the other day I was having a conversation with my uncle, like, and between like good and bad, and I asked him like, so, what's your definition of good or bad? And he told me like basically bad is like when somebody like force you to do something that you doesn't want to do. So I'm like, oh, really? So I'm like, all right. So do you know that I could force you to do something like physically or spiritually? And he was like, nah, he don't think like spiritually I could force anybody to. You could force anybody to do anything. And he was trying to give me like example, like when he was like a little kid, like like his brother was like trying to force him like to do certain thing, and he didn't want to do it. Even if his brother like forced him to do it, in his mind he still wasn't doing it. So I'm like, That's not. That's not like that's not making that's not he that doesn't mean that he's not forcing you to do the thing spiritually. Once the body do the thing, then you automatically do it spiritually also, because is the spirit inside the body that possess the body to do what the body is doing. So once you like
Yeah,
you're not doing it, and somebody get to possess the body to doing it, then you're doing it.
right. Because the body don't do nothing that the spirit don't want it to do.
Right.
You know,
Mm.
like the spirit of you gonna come out. You got to know that you possess all aspects. Most people just think that they just too good to do anything harmful or to do anything that they would consider bad. But when your hands or when the tables is forced upon you, you don't know what you're gonna do, because what you consider bad can turn into a good thing at the right time.
Right.
Killing can be a bad thing,
Hmm.
but
But
if
it's a
you need to
good thing
protect
to save
yourself,
your life.
yeah, if you need to protect yourself or to live,
Hmm.
what you gonna do?
Hey, if you didn't kill that nigga that was trying to kill you, you wouldn't be alive. So that's a good thing.
Necessary, not even a nigga. What about an animal? What about
Anything. You feel me?
anything?
A sickness, a virus that was in your body.
A
Like,
sick cell that was in your body, a
yeah.
sickness within yourself. Like, man, it's so much. Man, who's to say was bad? Who say was bad? You know,
That's
only
the thing.
only the one who behold it. It's the same thing as saying who. That's like saying who a bad. What's a bad girl? Like a bad girl in some niggas, in some of our term, that means she bad. Boy, that motherfucker fine. But
Hmm.
what's fine to you ain't fine to
And,
me.
right.
That bad can mean she all the way bad. Like that motherfucker ain't right.
In another way, I might just take it for what you said. Shit. I might just thinking that you said, yo, she literally bad.
Like she literally bad. What's wrong with her? What she do? Why she so bad? When you
Right.
see her, I don't want to fuck with you, girl. You bad. Like, what you mean I'm bad? You bad. He was like, bro, I was saying she was fine, bro. What you mean? She fine. What you mean she fine? She okay? It's like everything can mean so many ways if you ain't even caught up on game.
That's a fact. And not to bring Kanye West up again. I feel like that's one of the key thing. Like he trying to make cool. It's like it is like it is be yourself. I feel like he trying to make that cool again. Like, and I see like one part of the video like where like he was saying that yo, like African people, black people, we don't even speak like quiet. Like we speak loud. Like, you know what
Aggressive
I'm
and
saying?
shit. You hear how I talk all the time? I'm always hyped up. They be like, why you be so hyped up and just be talking like that? Because that's our
Right.
natural nature, bro. Like, y'all
Yo,
don't get it.
he even say that yo, like he see us as like fucking uh housekeepers of America. We like the housekeepers of America. You know, like when you have the housekeeper in your house, like the housekeeper can't be too loud. And if one of them see one of them being loud, what's she gonna say? Hey, be quiet. You can't. You feel me? And that's
And
exactly
then,
what we do. You get what I'm saying? That's what we're doing to each other. Like we, you get what I'm saying? We kind of like trying to tell each other like, yo, we gotta be civilized out here. We gotta do certain shit like, you get what I'm saying, out here like that.
don't come out
Don't
acting like, don't be acting like yourself out like that. Like motherfuckers ask me that, like they be like, I had a motherfucker ask me before, like, bro, why you out here like that, bro? You know you ain't supposed to be down here like that.
right? Like who the fuck are you, bro? Like you ain't
Yeah, like you
supposed to be
walking
out here
around
like
here
that.
all pumped up and shit. You walking around all pumped up, talking to motherfuckers. What's up? Even when I say peace to them and say peace, God, I say peace, God. How you doing? What's up, everyone? How you doing, God? Peace. How you doing, madam? Hey, queen. How you doing? How you doing? They be like looking at me like walk into a store, a restaurant, and
like
walk in and say loud to everyone, peace to everyone. How everyone doing? They be looking at you like, how everyone doing? Peace, God, to everyone. Love and blessing to everyone. Big ups. They be looking like, who the fuck? What's going on?
it's not rare with
Let me hold the door for you. Let me hold the door. I hold the door for everyone. I'll get something to eat in a minute. I'll just hold the door for about 5 minutes for everyone.
it's not well receiving because they it's like like when somebody trying to give you a credit that you feel like you don't deserve, it's like damn bro, like chill. You got what I'm saying? And that's exactly how they feel. It's like damn, I'm not God, like chill bro. Don't be too loud. But nigga, you are. You supposed to be. Just because
Yes.
acting, acting. Just because being that don't mean that I can't be that way.
Facts. Oh, this shit dope. I didn't even know I could do this shit on my phone, bro. This shit crazy. Rumpelstiltskin on the trumpet, blowing the horn, letting the vibration come through the sound of a trumpet. The saints will blow the horns, and the saints will come marching in. That's what they said.
Mm. Say that again.
You know how they say when the saints come marching in, they'll be blowing their trumpets. They'll be blowing their trumpets and their horns.
Right.
I'm too lazy to learn a song. I just jam. It's a clarinet.
Play by the ear. Just play that shit freely. Now that was good.
Right.
That was right. That was a rhythm of a tone. That
That's
was
that's
that
raw.
was yeah, that was raw right there. See what we gotta do is right. If you could play like with a drum beat behind you and like turn that shit down, and you could play while we was talking, that shit would be live because that shit make the live stream sound like jazzy. It sound like yeah, put some rhythm to that shit, and then watch it start. I'll play a drum beat regular and let you play along with that shit behind it. Hot grease.
Yeah, you got the kick drum behind that shit.
He said,
Even
Raul need to speak up. He kind of low.
Um, Hold on, I'm about to use my headphones right quick.
Yeah, he went in. He said, he
I
said he was
guess
a housekeeper. He said we the housekeepers of America. We walk around this bitch being hush niggas. You know the look. I got a song called "Nigga," cause you a house nigga and I'm a field nigga. You know the field nigga outside still being loud. That's why they put his ass in the field. You know, but then some of the field niggas would just be out there working. Some of us would be out there bitch to be rebelling, ready to fight out there building, trying to tell the motherfuckers, look, man, we gonna come together. When that motherfucker come out here, we gonna beat this motherfucking ass. When that house nigga come out here, we gonna fuck him up too. That's what made us all start fighting. That's how they got us divided and shit. They started separating the house niggas up and the field niggas. The house niggas was most of the free niggas first. They was riding around with the master doing whatever master said. That's how they got jobs. This is how supervision has started. The house niggas was the supervisors. And the nigga with the whip was called the manager because he would manage everybody. But the motherfucker with the supervisor was the nigga on the horse with the gun, and he a motherfucker to make sure your ass he gonna supervise your ass. Hey man, tell their ass they need to get back to work over there. And then the manager go out there with the motherfucker whip. He be like, boy, y'all better get y'all ass to work, boy. That nigga ready to shoot y'all motherfucking ass over there while y'all talking about that house nigga over there. That house nigga trained. That boy was trained to goddamn shoot. That boy know how to talk all different languages. He know how to read and everything. He even taught me how to read. They like, read? What the fuck is read? They like, boy, don't say 10 again, whatever the fuck it is. We don't want to listen, write 10, or whatever. If it got to do with any of those, we don't want to know reading what the fuck that shit is. We gonna stay away from that shit, whatever it is. And that's what rebellious niggas was doing.
And a good example of that, it would be like the manager you said would be the police, and
Yep.
and the house niggas would be the Democrats.
or like the niggas in the jail, the niggas in the house was the house niggas running all the field niggas.
Hey.
Like out in the field. You feel me? Was the
Right.
same.
Hey, if that was real, that couldn't have been for a very long period of time.
Why not? It's
How
still
many
going.
generations was that scenario if it happened even?
It's still going on to this day. That's how real it is.
I suppose, yeah, I suppose you're right, yeah.
That's how
Whatever
we
they
know.
show it represents what's really happening somehow.
I'm telling you, this is what the slave shit was all about. With the same shit. Why these niggas don't think they slaves now? It's like if I could show you that you was a slave too, and it wasn't just the niggas who think that they black that's really brown, motherfuckers would lose their fucking mind if they thought they was a slave too. You feel me? That's the big trick. Where we all in this pot together. Everybody got these social security numbers. At least over here in America, you feel me? Everybody got them being tricked. You feel me? It's up under the corporation and being fucking fooled with the foolery and being forced with these fake ass statutes and codes and these traffic tickets that's giving these motherfuckers year time in jail or year time in probation with $1,000 fine for $100 for a $10 bag of weed. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, nigga, it's crazy. It's like, motherfucker, you paying triple for your house, you paying triple for your car, you paying motherfucker goddamn everything overtime. Because even with your insurance, you paying insurance for 3 years straight on your car. You done paid over that for your car. Most people's insurance is $200, $250, $175 for some insurance a month, $250 for some full coverage a month. A month.
But we got to understand, bro. Like all these things like we're breaking down is like, yo, we're like the field niggas. You got what I'm saying? This is what we going through. But we gotta understand. So who's watching, oversees all of that, which is the house niggas. Like
the house niggas, the niggas who making us go to work. When we go to work, they making us goddamn do this, that, and third, or you get fired, or they gonna report you to the boss, to who over them. It's the same rotation. Like
that's just exactly what's going on right now.
The same shit. And if you get too out of line, you're gonna end up in jail. You feel me? What the same motherfuckers doing over. You got the house niggas come over there to feed you every day. And they in the same position as you because they liable to get snatched up. Anything can happen to them. They got to come to jail and work every day like you do. They got to come to the jail every day. They just able to roam around like they want to, nigga, but they literally in jail every day like you are. You feel me? They just feeding you the food, and they got to go report to their boss. If they do something wrong, nigga, they has to end up in the jail just like you for being in jail doing something wrong to you. You feel what I'm saying? If you know how to handle your game, but most of them gonna stick together. They gonna make it go against you, against everything. If you ain't get your shit tight on the outside and got people in there fighting for you. So if you in there alone and ain't nobody coming in to see about you, visiting you, nigga, your ass will end up lost in the system.
You know why? Because they already came together to stay in the house.
It's all about the house.
Yep.
Because once you stay in the house, right? That's why they don't want you out in the big house. I tell them, who the fuck had y'all told y'all can stay in my house then? Once we all start realizing the outside is the big house, the real big house is outside, the one that got everybody housed in it. The one that we all housed in. But the real house is you at the end of the day, because we all housed in ourselves. At the end of the day, you're supposed to be able to move around this motherfucker freely as you want to, as long as you ain't doing no harm to no one who's doing ain't doing no harm to you. You feel me? And freely mean freely. You should be able to travel, go get on a plane, long as a seat is open. And it don't matter where your destination should be able to end, because you still get off that motherfucker. And if it's a car lot open, you're supposed to go be able to go jump in that bitch and pull up and get some gas, long as there's some in that bitch, get something to eat in that motherfucker, because everything is free. Once you was given life, you was given life.
We was doing that back then. We was when there was like when we had them chains. As soon as we get off the boat, we was running up the mountains and shit and hiding, and we was fighting them niggas. We was killing them. We was doing them. We was doing it.
That was a whole big lie. I want no slavery. The slavery of what they try to predict to us is this shit that we going through. The work system. That was the slavery.
You don't think there was like
with the slavery? Yeah, like we came on boats and all of that shit. We was already here, and motherfuckers have been working all around the world. To this day, ain't nothing new up under the sun, right? If everybody right now today is working all around the world to obtain what? Funds. Now, whether they got their own money in their country or not, or whatever they doing, you got to work to earn it. Right?
So let me ask you something. You never read the 1804 story about Haiti?
No. I don't do a lot of I do a little reading, but not a lot of reading, because I do a lot of searching within, bro, and information just come from within myself. You feel me? Now I do a little reading and researching and shit with niggas, but like I try to stay away from reading, because that's what somebody else is putting in. It ain't no different than reading what you telling me or hearing what you saying and reading it. You feel me? It's like putting other things into yourself. You put too much in yourself, that shit becomes you.
All right, so let me say this, right? So like Haiti, right? They got their independence in 1804. That's a fact. You feel me? Anybody could go look that up.
So what's 1804 though? Who say 1804? Who say 1804 was right though? I say they've been independent since beginning of time. Like, who know they time? What is time? Like, when they say time, right? What structure you going off of? This 365 days a year that they told us about? Because we know that's a lie. And when we figure out that's a lie, that's a bullshit.
Let me say something.
You know what I'm saying? Because
something could be a lie. Let me say something. Something could be a lie and true at the same time. Meaning that if I give you a lie and you believe it and you're wrong with it, meaning that you building shit off a lie. So it's everything that you build in is still true. You know what I'm saying? It's just that it built on a lie.
Right. So, but what I'm saying is, right, they got their independence in 1804. That was then, right?
Right.
Right? But that then was a now. We agree. Right? That then was a now. But now, right now, is now. In the future nows, we're going to be in our now right now. How long is now? Now is forever.
It is.
Right. So that now that they was talking about that happened then, that shit happened right now. They've been independent since the beginning of time then. Like, that they still independent now, but ain't nobody independent. They say we was free, such and such, such and such. But are we free? No. This is the land of the free. What about this land is free?
Okay, so you believe the way everything is right now, that's the way it always been?
It's the way it always been and the way it is going to be, unless we agree as a whole to change it. See, we agreed of coming onto this earth upon these
so let me say this. Okay, so let me say this. So if you believe that we could agree to change it, why don't you think that we had agreed to change it in the past already?
I think that we did.
Right. So that's where I wanted to go with you.
Right. So I think that we agreed to change it back in the past when we changed it then. And we changed it and they try to change it and keep changing. Right? They try to keep changing the paradigm.
Right.
That's what happened. This is how all the treaties get broke. Because they not obeying or abiding by none of the shit that was set for back in the past. Because the past was now and the now was in the future. And they tricked us to thinking that it was something that it was all over. We thinking computers is something new. We've been on this shit.
No, we know that.
Like we so fucking old. We don't know how old we really are, bro.
I know that. I agree with you 100%.
How old do you think we are? If every second was a decade, or what if every first? What about the first? Because after seconds, what came first? They gave us seconds, but what's first?
Infinity.
Okay, so you giving us something after you done gave us infinite, and infinite. What's after infinite? How you gonna give us secondary infinite?
Oh, I mean, I was just going. I thought you was asking me personally, but I don't know how they go based on like seconds,
No,
like
I
minutes
ain't
and
asking you
hours.
personally, but I be wondering how they time. That's why we equating they time. Like we can't go off of their time now. That's why I don't like going back in time. Because when you go back to looking at what happened back in time, it's like leading you blind. What we doing with now? What we doing with now? Right now. For now, forever now. If we know that now is forever, how can we change now forever? See, because we thinking about changing our futures, right? Or we thinking about changing our situation now for our future to don't have to go through it. It already be changed for them, and we have it set for the way that it should be for us for now, forever. Because our future is already with us. How much my future is right? I got 6 little ones. That's my future, right? And they growing into themselves. They growing so much into their future. Like I can look at their past. I can look at all of their past. How much of their future am I in front of them? You feel me? Is it just the years that they say? Because they here with me in this year. So I can't be that far ahead of them in the years by that far say. It's just the years that I done been here is what they gonna say. But shit, they been here forever too. For long as they ever knew. And their mind is right here where they can operate this computer or whatever we going through and recognize the same shit that we going through. They know about the president. My kids know about this bullshit that's going on. They know about the school system fucked up. They know about flat earth. My kids know about everything that I know about. You know how I brought them up to speed. And they was able to equate that to what they were seeing through their own eyes for them to propel their future literally subconsciously, so their future is gonna be here regardless of what. So I'm gonna be here because I'm gonna live through them.
So, all right. So let me say one thing, right? We saying that now is forever, and we know that's a fact. But we only also what we know that's a fact. We also only know that that's the spirit. That's not the physical.
Physical. That's what they're gonna say. But why not in physical? Because they tricked us to think that we had to die to live to have everlasting life. What? In everlasting life, what you gonna have? What? Just the spirit there? You don't want to physically see no one again? You don't want to physically hug your people and be like, we made it. This is what we here doing. They
Yeah, but
don't
what I'm
they don't
saying,
want
that
us to realize
is it.
that we can
Hold on,
have our
isn't
heavens and go through it right now. Like,
hold on, isn't hold on, isn't that true? Like I know that. Hold on, I know that
what up,
I
man?
have I have I have my I have my dad right now. Physically right now I could see my dad, but if my dad passed away right now, I won't be able to see. I could still see him or talk to him, but he's not going to be like like as physical as if he was alive. Only like that's the only distinction I want to make. So I don't think I don't think it is a trick about that. I think that's a fact.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I don't know. See, because I don't know. That's another realm. You feel me? Because I know that I could do it in that realm. So I be really trying to be like, okay, I know that they around. They coming back through. They right around you.
Now
You
I know that's a fact, but what I'm saying is they're not around like you all around right now. That's what I'm saying.
are though.
So 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 now since we understand that you're doing it wrong, like we are right now, so there is a difference.
See,
There
but
is not
they
a trick
are
about
though.
that. It's not a trick about that though.
It is a trick about it, man. And I think it's a point that we can get to the point that we gonna be able to see that again. Where we,
All
nigga,
right.
who to
So,
say that they're not on this earth again
no, what
right
I'm
now?
saying, I know me based. If you ask me, I know they're here. If you ask
Right.
me, based on my understanding, I know they're here. But I just know they're here on a different form, on a different level. I could speak to them, I could hear them, but I know they're not like how I am right now. Like you could see me
But
or you could hear me. So what
what
I'm saying,
I'm
since
telling you, what if they are though?
you say what if they are,
Yeah,
then that's like that's now like that's like me like
believing,
yeah, I'll have to believe that right now.
man. You're right, because you can't see them and you don't know how to go get in touch to them because they was moved into another space, right?
Right.
But they they are always within you and of you because they only came within you in your
I
time.
agree. I
You
agree
feel
with
me?
that
Like
100%.
that's where folks where we losing it at in our mind. Like even when you ascend, you're gonna go back into another body in another point in time, and you're not gonna even realize it. You still
Now
gonna
watch
have
me. No, say
in
that.
your mind, like
Say
and
that.
all of them at the same time. Watch,
But see
like
that. I agree with you. A lot of people like you're right. But the conversation I'm trying to have with you is that since we both like understand that, right? That's true. It's not a trick about that. So then that we suppose like to preserve the body to do its time. You know what I'm
right.
saying? There is a way to do that. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta find that way, like to protect the body to do its time, and until like we get the other one. You know what I'm saying? And to come back and do our time again. That's the only thing I was trying to get to,
You
with
protect
you.
your mind. Once you protect your mind, you protect the body and all at the same time because the mind can't is what the spirit is. You feel what I'm saying? So once you
I'm
control,
gonna tell you this. I think the body. I don't think that nobody could do anything to the body. I don't think you could protect it. You could hurt it. You could do anything to it. I just think you could do things to the body.
the body is the fucking weapon. The body is the fucking force field. The body is the shield. The body is the fucking the body.
Hmm.
The body is the fucking is the suit. Is the astronaut suit. It's
Right.
like it's like what they tried to make is it's like what NASA try to utilize they fucking fake ass NASA suit to let you know what you really are. Like you are that. You in the bubble.
I
You
agree
in
with
that
you.
suit. Like
I agree with you.
this
But what?
motherfucker. It's like we gotta start charging this bitch up. You know how we stop charging it? Because we keep it covered up from receiving its energy source, its real source. And then the other source that we keep around it is a fake ass source. So that shit be dogging your energy out for you to be able to pump your shit up so you can live forever.
So
As long as you want to be here.
can I say some? Can I say something like right? We know that right. We have like a magnetic field energy around us, right? So what I'm saying is right. So how can we power that magnetic energy field so like people can reach the body? Because the thing is like it's because our magnetic field is so weak that people could reach our body. If it was so strong, people would have to keep the distance from us. People wouldn't even come close to us if it wasn't positive energy. But because our magnetic field is so weak, then people like could come with negative or positive energy how they want because
Yes, you gotta know
they
how.
ain't
This is the key to that. You got to know how to keep yourself in the right position because it's all about you positioning yourself. And when you have that energy around, you got to know how to be the highest and the lowest, right? Always. So when you are around a low vibration or a low energy, you know how to channel that energy and be able to receive it and be able to be like, okay, I'm gonna react in this type of way so I can
hold
get
on.
up.
I'm trying to talk from the perspective of like self, like first, like from myself first, like my iPhone, like I have an iPhone, like before, like like I set up my phone like so I could call, like I could go online, I could do certain things. So I know I have a matter of fact my computer. So I have a laptop. Like before I could like set up my laptop, like I could go online, I could do other things. I make sure I have antivirus on my laptop so that anything that come like to harm the laptop, that the virus gonna get it. You get what I'm saying? So that's
Right.
the perspective self like be that's beef that's just with the laptop itself. You know what I mean? That's something with the laptop before the laptop come into connection with any other things. So that's what I'm trying to get like to us. Like us like we have magnetic field energy around us. We're inside that magnetic field, and then we have a spirit that's inside us again. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say, so once we like know and find out how to strengthen that magnetic field, that people won't be able to come close to us, like in any physical form. Like that's what I'm saying, because the magnetic field is before the body, is here to protect the body, and because it's weak, people could do anything they want to do to it.
Yeah. See, but you got to strengthen yourself up to be able to do that. That comes with the knowing of yourself, and then you
Right,
practice. See how far your range is. You feel me? How big your Toro field is, how much control do you got of the range. Like you got to know how to. Only you know. You feel me? Like I don't know. I don't know how to explain. I know exactly what you asking. And I know exactly what you're saying, and I know exactly. But what it's like words can't even explain.
that's that. You're right. Well, I'm still trying to like, damn,
Words
it
can't even. Yeah, it's
you're right, bro.
like words can't even. You have to just be there to know it. Like you already got to be there to know it, to even know where you even going right now. Like
Right.
like everyone in the chat, we already know exactly where you at. Like the body is the vehicle, just like Fat Vegan say. Like, but it's not us. See, like
Mm.
the spirit that's in you is outside of you.
Yep.
You walking through who what you are.
That's a fact.
What you really are is the space. Like I know, like me sitting right here, right? I'm touching myself, right? Right.
Right.
The camera is sitting over here. In between the camera and me, right? Just like in between my face and my hand right now is space that I really am.
But it's still you, right?
Yeah, I'm here and I'm here and
Right.
I'm all around here. See, like I'm everywhere around here, like all around this space right here. This is what you and I are, and everybody that is sharing this experience that we call life is. You feel what I'm saying? This is what everything that's around you is. But the light that we are emitting off of our vibration is collapsing to make everything form in this individual spectrum. Like everything have its own vibration.
Right.
And it emits off a color and a vibration to be. Now, some things like you and me was able to be out and be able to emit vibration because it comes from within. Like the animals go, oh, ah, ah. So they are from the same thing that we are. It's just vibrating it enough to where it's able to be what it is. And it's able to be. Don't nothing have to tell it. It don't need to go to school. It don't need to do nothing but go to the school of where it is. Its surroundings. His mother and his father is gonna look at his mama and his papa from day one. And that's gonna start off that is the schooling. And then nature just takes its toll and it just able to be. It just walks around and let it wants to be nature. And the vibration that is emitting itself there. But it is the same thing as you and me. It ain't no difference. It's the same thing as a tree, as a bee, as a fucking anything that's we said to be.
But do you think there is a science to all of that? I know all of that is true. Like all that
You think it's a
is
science to it?
yeah. I think there
What
is
you
a
mean?
science to all of that.
It is. You know what it is?
Yeah. I'm trying.
What is it?
I'm listening. You saying?
What is it?
Oh, I thought you knew you was about to tell me. I just
Nah, I
like
thought you was gonna tell me. I said, you know what it is. You said, yeah. I was gonna say shit. Let me hear it. Then I
to
was
be
gonna tell you what I thought it was. It's
to be
probably
honest,
the same shit that I was gonna say.
my personal thing is I think it's voodoo. That's my personal thing.
Oh, you think it's a spell
A spell?
or voodoo or whatever?
Yeah.
You think it? Yeah, yeah, like witchery or some type of craftery. It's like a craft or something. Like it's
Nah.
magic. It is magic though.
Yeah, that's
Voodoo
what.
is like magic because to be able to form from what we know that we came from, or we can only conceive ourselves to know what we came from by operating it and seeing how life creates in the format of going through it. Um, it leads you to know that it's magic. Now, magic all came from a dark place. Most people don't like to deal with the dark. They only want to roam in the light. They think that the dark is dealing with the Baphomet and all of the demonic and the what they call it, the Illuminati and all of that shit. You feel me? So that would steer you away from what is happening to you subconsciously, because that is only the underlying story to what you're really seeing. Like it's like you ain't know somebody was writing a script. You was living out a script. You feel what I'm saying? Like you in a movie and it's magic. In a movie setting, everything is magical. We know this, right? It's lights, cameras, and action, right? So in a reality setting of a movie setting, you got to realize that it's magical. And the more grasp that you get over the magic, yourself from around you might hinder you from getting around up because they don't want you to get up like that. When they recognize you recognize the game and you ain't came through them, they wondering where you come from.
One
What's
thing one thing I'm gonna interject and say, I think we have the theory of what of who we are and what we need to be or what we need to do, but we don't have the science to it because it's being oppressed,
I think
and
we
it's
got the
because they
science
have
too,
us
but I think it ain't enough of you with it. It ain't enough for
oh
you and me that got it.
right
Like if you would equate us to the body, we wouldn't even be a finger if it's only two cells. We only two cells. You know what I mean?
hmm against like a million
Against
or trillion,
a trillion or something.
right?
Against a trillion. Now you don't gain power though, because you some part of the power that's controlling the whole avatar if you really know it. So if you got control over a whole avatar, you got control over at least a trillion people on some type of level where
Right,
they can
in your own way, right?
right.
And and sometimes I feel like you're right. You not I feel like you're right, but it's just a time we ignore it and trying to get to fit in other people ways.
That's the enemy within us.
Right.
Because we be like, oh, we can't do that because then everybody else gonna be selfish because that's like too selfish. Once you become you the L, the all high, you know, Like once you become that L, you want to share it. So I want to let you know it so much. I'm giving you the power, like letting you know
Right.
it's you, and it ain't me, it's you. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like, it ain't me. It's everybody in the chat. It's Rumpelstiltskin. It ain't me. Like, I'm a part of y'all. Y'all a part of me. Like, you know, instead of just like, fucking, I'm just gonna be me, and I'm gonna be all about me. Like, like, you know what I mean? Like, but that's how you have to be some selfish way, because that's the only way you could come through at your own time, and let everybody else have enough respect to come through at their time. Yeah, so now I was looking at the chat. Y'all going in on the chat. Red Squid, Ad Kai. Shout out to everybody. Misael. You already know. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Yeah, it all start with you, bro. Like, it all started in with you at the end of it all. And at the start of it all. That's the big joint. It all start and the end with you. So what you gonna do with the time that you got in between the start and the ending? Are you gonna let somebody else control and write the script of something that starts and ends with you? Why do we give up the power to everyone else? Why do we collectively, if we ain't all on the same level, how do we all collectively just know that this is the way it's supposed to be? Why is everyone going to work and everyone just sending their kids to school and shit like this? Why is everyone, if all of this shit is bullshit, why is it all still going down?
It's because only a minority of us like knows it, and we doing the best we can. But the majority, they don't know what's going on. They just like pawns.
They
To be
feel like,
honest.
damn, I'm saying something there. But they gotta feel like something wrong. But they don't. They enjoy the little perks that they get.
Yep. They fighting for it every day. Like some of them, like they already know they're dying in it, and they just don't care. And that's why I feel like the one of like us like that's like work. We really gotta come together and really like do shit like so they will like jealous so much like they start to follow us because we could be work individual and we will still have our own thing going on for ourselves. But that I don't think that will inspire them enough for them to say, "Oh, damn, we need to be like them," because they won't be able to see it because it's individual. It's it, like you were saying, like it's like two of us against a million. You get what I'm saying? So we gotta
Yeah,
stick together. So when they say like how two of them like stick together to fuck like you know what I'm saying the rest up, and then they gotta inspire to be like us.
yeah. But oh man. You know what turned them on? Perks.
Right.
Only thing that turned the massive on is perks. This is why they utilize motherfuckers like Kanye. Because he got perks out there where people gonna pay attention. He got accolades. You know, like he even said on this thing, motherfucker, what I look like listening to what the fuck y'all telling me I should do on YouTube. Yeah, motherfucker, I didn't show the bill. I got $1 billion business. What I'm gonna listen to anybody on YouTube for? That's how they equate it. What the fuck he listening to Huey P for? What would they give a fuck about what we said for? They got $1 billion. They got millions of dollars. They're not gonna hear that money is fake.
Yep.
They're not gonna hear me saying let's boycott money for a fucking week. All the shit he boycott, he'll boycott Tommy Hilfiger before he boycott money. You got that much fucking influence. You bought this much land, go buy it, build it up, and give people free living for fucking 5 years. Tell your people to come live on your land. You know about all these fucking acres. You got all these goddamn houses. You doing all this. You know what I mean? Like motherfuckers is crazy, man. Hold on 1 second. My Bambino's gonna come in here live. That's this. You say he listening? My bad. I know. They would be smart as fuck. I know they listening though. They motherfuckers listening. Motherfuckers listening. More motherfuckers know me than I know. I know motherfuckers know me. I done had sessions with the boy. You know what I mean? A lot of if 2 Chainz, Luda, all them niggas know me, you know them boys know me, man. Come on, man. Them boys be watching, man. I know them niggas watching. Nigga, you hear me? I'm the truth. Everyone in my hood know me. They know what's up, man. I know they know. The whole hood talking. The fuck you mean? Everyone know who the fuck I am in my hood. They know. You know shit. I ain't even just be talking. I be out this motherfucker. I be out here fucking for real. No. I know they watching. I tell you all the time. All the motherfuckers watching. Way more motherfuckers than you can imagine are watching. But they don't want us to know how big we are. They don't want us to know 100,000, 200 million motherfuckers watching us. You know what I mean? Who want to show a motherfucker like Huey that he had 1 million motherfuckers watching and I ain't got $1 million? You motherfuckers 1 million, you motherfuckers watching. You better, every one of you bitches better shoot me $1. I should be getting super duper chats. 1 billion motherfuckers watching me. All my vibration of my cells out here feeling me. But the only thing I realized, the only thing that fucked me up with the situation is I got so much resistance from my close ones who really I keep around me. But I know that sleep. But I know that I love them. I keep a dear place for them. And I know that though. That's the only fucking thing though. Because if they were all the way on board, I know all of my cells would be rolling. But the fucking crazy thing is, when I'm out and about, I get the craziest love. Only motherfuckers I get resistance from, my close loved ones, and the fucking law. Everyone else though, they fucking with the God. And someone's be in position to go in and out, like, you know, I be sometime pro-black and like, they're not the pro-black dudes, but they gotta fuck with me because I be dropping gems. You know what I mean? You know? So yeah, But yeah, man, I love everyone though. I love all y'all. I love doing lives and just trying to come to y'all just with some straight information. I don't be doing no slides. I let everybody else do that, man. I don't be trying to do all that. I ain't got the time for all that bullshit, man. You feel me? That poison. It be like almost poisoning me. It's good to open up your mind with this shit, man. But at the end of it all, man, when you can look at reality and start looking at what the fuck you got going on out here yourself and change yourself and start with self change and not worry about what nobody else look at or worry about. You feel me? And just be you and authentic. You feel me? Everything gonna work out for you. You ain't gonna put yourself through nothing that you can or not accomplish at no times. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah. Yeah, I said slides. I love y'all for doing slides, though. I just don't do it. Maybe because I can't. It's for y'all to do it. I just don't do it because that ain't what I do. You feel what I'm saying? I like just talking to y'all raw and authentic and let your mind just connect to this vibration. Ain't got to be about painting a picture for you to see. You feel me? I paint pictures with words. You feel me? And words created everything to move. You feel me? Words go in motion. In one way or another, this shit goes out into the realm. You feel what I'm saying? So like slides do too, it do something to the brain. It open up the brain wave like this. It peel off another layer. When you visually see some of this shit and you start putting the pictures together with what you seeing and what you saying, because then that add on to the vibration. You feel me? It gives you a picture. But some of this shit will fuck up the picture of what you are because that shit becomes you. You feel me? Like, that's why I stay away from some of this shit, bro. I done put enough shit into myself where, like, I don't need no more of that shit, man. You feel me? Like, the more shit you put into you, that shit become you. Watch what you consume. Only trying to get away from eating whole totally. Shit done fucked up everything. My whole shit. Man, for real, like, nigga, I just be want to get away from everything, like, but live. How you want to get away from everything but live? And just be. Nah, man. Nah, that wasn't no shot. That wasn't no shot at you, Squid. You know I fuck with you, bro. I'm just saying, you be seeing these niggas on all channels, like, not at you, bro, like everywhere. I ain't hating. I'm just saying that's just not my game. I just had to say that. Like, I just had to point that out. Like, you come over here, you just get straight information. Like, niggas take it as entertainment or whatever they want to take it, bro. Like, I ain't trying to I might try to enter your mind. I ain't trying to tangle it up or just trying to like tame it. I ain't trying to tame it. Like, I'm trying to release that motherfucker. It's like the mind is the devil's playing ground. And like when you know that the devil lives, man, you start thinking in a whole nother way. Fuck, you know what I mean? Operate your elements, man. They talk about 6 protons, neutrons, and electrons, man. We be looking at like 9. 999. You feel what I'm saying? Like 3 6s was 2 8 2 9. So we knew it was another 9 to make the other 9 the divine. It's like it was like 2 9s. Like my mom was a 9, my daddy was a 9, and I was fucking the ground wire. I was 0 point. They was positive and negative 9 on the other bearers. I was 0 point to keep them to keep them. And as you grow, you become a positive or negative. You separate. You and your other one become positive and negative for your ground wire, or do you become zero and make that 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and then everything become infinite? Like, of ancient bad bitches, that'd be dope. That'd be dope. Damn, motherfucker. My little brother asked me about this the other day. Two E's for your ears and your nose in the middle. That zero space, that 0 point. This is what I am. You know? And then you got 9 on the east and then 9 on the west. You know what I'm saying? Then you got north down to the goddamn O. Then you got an S that for your south was your nose running down the middle. That separated your water, you know. Separated your north and your east and your west was your mom and your pops. Left and right, or up and down, however you look at it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And then, like, when you know that these is the buttons, and I realized that all of this is infinite, it should just be all zeros around here. All these ones should be zeros. All these ones right here, this motherfucker should be 0. These ones right here, all these motherfuckers should be 0. All right? And this should be 0 too, I'm thinking. All right? So, yeah, this is an infinite space board. It's like a hovercraft board. It's like helicopter. This like propellers. It's like if you see whatever, you can see whatever you want to see off of this motherfucker. Like this shit is just like light, man. Like my little chart, man. It's my little button pusher. Push everybody's little buttons. Push buttons. I got this in my head though. It came out of me, so I just be pushing buttons in my head. I already know how to do it. I already know how to push buttons. When you know how to start pushing motherfuckers' buttons around you, you make them do what you want them to do when you want them to do it. How you wanted to do it is eventually gonna happen. That's the trick of it all. So you know when you start making everybody around you move, then you be like, okay, they moving, they still sleep, but they awoke. They be trying to act like they fucking sleep so they can still think that life a dream because they'd be like, this shit be too good to true. Like this nigga really God. Like motherfuckers be like around me who be knowing that shit. When I be pushing that shit out, they be like, this nigga's too much powerful, boy. This nigga's a motherfucker. You feel me? That minute I'm gonna go ahead and start going the fuck off. I swear, fuck. I swear. Not even like it's time. It's almost time. 2020 here. The fucking vision is coming clearer and clearer. I ain't gonna tell you motherfuckers no more too much times. Shit gonna go the fuck crazy real soon, man. Say Right. They're making too much shit happen, man. You know? I know it. No, I'm good though. I'm at peace with myself. You know, everything what it is gonna come real time though. It's coming. Like the final hour, I know I'm prepared. I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? Got my ratchets for my ratchet. Oh yeah, my ratchet right there. You know? I'm ready. I'll always keep my ratchets. You know? Always one my keep them. So, you know, my motherfuckers get ready. I'm about to get up out of here and go feel some time with my family and shit. You know, I've been rocking with y'all for a minute. You know what I mean? Yeah, y'all see them. Y'all see that motherfucker. That you know, got the big one right here. You know what I mean? So you already know what it is. We be goddamn ready for war, boy. We ain't playing. I ain't playing on these motherfuckers. They be like, but they ain't gonna do nothing. Okay. Get the big motherfucker boy, the champion, boy. You already know, boy. A Rasta, boy. We gonna play with him. Nazi Dread. Hamala. So big ups to everyone. Peace. Much love to y'all, man. Shout out to the motherfucking HOTC. The House of True Consciousness is really fucking with you. That's what it stands for. At the end of the day, we can have as many as motherfucking. They come up with the dopest acronyms. This is the dopest acronym that you have found yet, boy. That HOTC. Y'all know how many they dropped. They dropped many of them. You feel me? So you know, shout out to the family. To the family. We are the family. We are the body. We are all the collective consciousness coming together to be up on the wave, and we are connecting. Let your wave and your vibration protect your RAM. You feel me? Let you be the controller of your RAM, and everything that attracted you was meant to come to you. So control everything that you attract, because you are the center of attraction. The real center north is you. You are the true north. You are the North Pole. You are what all fucking compasses is pointing to. And when you get to the compass, when you really get to it, it's always going to point you away from yourself. That's the difference about the compass. When you come close to the magnet, it's going to just look like you're going to be running in a circle around that motherfucker. You feel me? So you just run a circle around yourself because you are the space around you. And you just moving around you. You going in and out. You just running around, making sure that your parameters is straight. You watching your front and your back, your left and your right. You got to control your doors that's open all around you. You know what I'm saying? And know how to close the motherfuckers and trap a motherfucker in your space when you in control of your space, and let that shit be what it is. Don't let nobody in or out none of those doors, but who you want to come in them. Control your infinite space. Be the control of all of your space within your space and your time. You are the center and the start and the end of it all. Get it through. You are in your time and you are in your mind. You feel me? What I mean by you is me, I'm in the state where I'm in your mind. You feel me? I'm in your mind. No, I'm in mine. Mind. You be in yours, or I'll be in it. You know what I mean? You already know what it is, man. Much love. Red Squid probably gonna go live. I know that nigga be going live all the time. So y'all want to go check out some more information. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the God, you know what I'm saying? Heaven on the Cerebral, you know what I'm saying? Look, shout out to the HOTC. I'm telling you, this the dopest acronyms. The acronyms come out so heavily and so connected that it's a fact that we was the beginning and the end. This is what we are. Shout out to the big gods, Brandon. Shout out to the Spiritual Creed. Shout out to goddamn Theo. Shout out to Sir Drop. Shout out to the original goddamn HOTC. Shout out to Red Squid. Shout out to the Empress Lou. Shout out to Nikki C. Shout out to everybody over there. Shout out to K41. You know what I'm saying? Knowledge for Ignorance. And everybody else out here who rocking with the HOTC. You know what I'm saying? Naughty, True, my boy Ken, my boy Quentin. You know, we deep. It's so many of the motherfuckers. Shout out to Bro Sanchez. goddamn Big Dread. We so deep now. You know what I mean? So shout out to everybody in the chat, Platface, Abkai. Shout out to everybody who be in the chat. You know what I mean? Much love to y'all. You already know, man. When I get off of here, I've been on here this whole time. It been saying that it's 5, 6 people, 7, 8 people watching. Soon as I get off, it's 100 and some people watching. So, you know, I wish more people would interact with the chat. I don't know what y'all got to do for my ratings or ratings to go up. So I know that it's more people watching me than that. They showing me 100. They can't show me 100 million. That's my story. That's what I'm saying. I'm sticking to it. I got more people that's vibing with me than they saying that know it. More people in my city show me love and know me and see and wonder why I ain't putting shit in motion for them. So the pressure be coming on me. You feel me? And I know this shit because they not letting me see how big that I am. And people wonder why I'm out just operating the way that I am. And I'm bigger than I am. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm still going to continue to be me. You know what I'm saying? And just do what I want to do. And I really don't want much, man. I just want my people to be happy, man. I really don't want much, man. The material thing don't really move me, man. You know what I'm saying? I can just like go the fuck off, but I want everybody who want their materials to. If that's what heaven was about, for us to enjoy this shit, y'all. I don't think we should be paying for none of this shit, y'all. That's my story. I'm sticking to it, man. I wish we all can just create a time that we all just gonna stop going. Now, before I go, one thing before I go, don't nobody support none of these fucking holidays. My wife and all them, everybody going out when we do the Halloween and everything and shit like that. Like, but I ain't doing none of that shit, nigga. If I do something, I'm gonna dress up and scare the fuck out some kids. I'm gonna scare the fuck out some people. I'm just gonna be in my yard and just gonna sit that motherfucker and just don't say nothing to nobody. Like, nigga, y'all ain't know the world coming to the end. Flat Earth is, bro. They done told y'all the truth, bro. Like, we gonna get invaded by fucking Martians. I'm gonna tell the fuck. Telling you, boy, I'm gonna tell some stories, nigga. I'm waiting on the Martians to come. Don't come up at my door, boy. Y'all ain't know the goddamn Martians is out here. Y'all ain't heard the news. And we finna get invaded by aliens and y'all out this motherfucker dressing up. I don't know who the fuck real. Get the fuck off my yard. I should be out that motherfucker with my strap. Motherfucker, don't run up on my motherfucking yard. I don't know who the fuck real. I know aliens coming. I know we finna get invaded by Martians and all of this shit. They got y'all out here dressing up, nigga. I don't know what the fuck going on. Y'all demons. Or fucking be out here supporting that shit, y'all. Don't nobody support that shit, bro. Don't support no fucking holidays, y'all. Anybody supporting them, we know they ass some motherfucking coons. Them niggas is not part of us. They part of their world. We got to start putting that in perspective. Now, we know that somebody that invaded. Either we invaded their world or they invading ours. When motherfucker around you outside your space, look, man, they invaders. Don't let nobody invade your space. All right? Much love to y'all. I'm out.